Hello and welcome to Artemis Rising Tarot. Today's reading is for the sign of Aquarius. My readings are unique. They are all timeless. This can be about the past, present, or future. I have no control over what Spirit brings through. This could be about you. It could be about the Spirit trying to communicate with you. It could be about anything. I have no clue as to why Spirit brings up what they bring up. If they're bringing up something from the past, it's because it is actually present in this moment and they want you to become aware of that. I will never reach out to you to offer personal readings, ask for money or donations, or try to sell you anything. And I want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing, because it really helps my channel to grow. All right. And I think there was like some confusion because there was people saying, I don't know why, or that happened a long time ago. I have no control over what Spirit's going to bring through, and they bring it through for a very specific reason. It's because it's still in your, it's like it's still in your aura, and you're bringing it with you everywhere you go, whether you're conscious of it or not. Let's just see here. I am feeling, okay, what do you want to tell us about this, Spirit? Very protective energy right now. Okay. And a little bit more than just this. Keep going, Spirit. Keep going. Okay. Let's put this here. And last but not least, I'm covering this up because YouTube won't let me show it. So, you know, I had to obey what the rules that they put in place. All right. I'll put this on here. Okay. What they're showing me is this very protective spirit. It's this very, they're showing me how someone is trying to hold on to something, okay, and that they've been working really hard on it. This may be financial. For a lot of you, I believe it's financial, okay? You have a lot of stress around this. You feel like your stability is being threatened in some way, shape, or form. Like all you've grown, someone's taking the fruits of your labor. You've worked really, really hard for it. It's part of your identity. I feel like you're trying to be very intelligent and decisive around this. You've been trying to take notes, okay? I feel like there's this energy of competition and it's like energy of competition. And it's like you feel like everyone's got their hands in something that belongs to you. Or you feel like it belongs to you. There's this feeling of like you get this message that now it's like all these people have their hands in your pocket or have their hands in what you've been working to grow. And that's why it took me a while to try to get this message out, because this is a tough one. They're saying that you feel like there's not anybody who's really appreciating you, appreciating your work, appreciating what you do. You feel like there's no cooperation here. Now this can be a mindset. Okay, this can be, we need to dig deeper into this, because Spirit wants to make it known to you. And sometimes I get really deep into your feelings, into your psyche, into the situation. I feel it as well, so I can kind of see everything. I feel like it's happening to me. Now, if I'm talking about a situation, especially if I'm talking about it as if it's happening or currently happening, it's because it's present in this moment. It's because there are fractions of this that's taking place in this moment of your life. Like this whole situation could have happened, like someone said, this happened 6 months ago. This could have happened 6 months ago, but it is currently present in your reality. And Spirit wants you to be aware of that. That's really important, that you become aware of what's taking place around you. I get very deep into this feeling. Okay, so I know it's like this protection, this worry, this anxiety. Like, is this fair? Is this right? I want what's just. You know, why does everybody have their hands in? And why is everybody competing and have their hands in this? And why do I have to do this? Who's telling me to do this? And why aren't people working with me? Spirit says it's time to, okay. Oh, I see. What's being hidden from you? And see, we have a mask here on the death card and a mask here. And I said it's part of your identity. Spirit's saying it's time for that part of your identity to go. There is some sort of ending that is taking place. We're going to have to dig deeper. I mean, they may not want you to know this yet, okay? Because this is what's underneath. Let me see one more. Yes, something is being taken away. Something on the physical realm is being taken away. I feel like it's unfair. You're trying to fight really hard. It's like the divine is stepping in, and it's because this is no longer an important part of your identity. Your identity is changing. You're changing completely. You're like in the cocoon right now, and things are happening on the outside that you are really not liking, and I don't blame you. I get that. I understand that. I feel that. I feel like you're trying to stay emotionally calm. This is tough. Spirit does want you to know that there is a message coming in, okay? Very shortly. It's going to come in quick. It could be a letter. It can be a email. It could be any of those things. And it's either going to be about something that's going to take place in the future, or it's going to be about someone coming home. It's going to be about who's going to be with you when you celebrate all your hard work. it's going to be about some sort of celebration that's coming up. You maybe have an invitation. I see that as well. I see deep into this. Like maybe somebody's planning for the future here. And I don't think it's you. It's hard to say. Someone's planning for the future. Tell me more about the Four of Pentacles in reverse, please. Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse for? I feel like it's against your will. It's Spirit is... Spirit is putting this all together, okay? It's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles here is in reverse. And here it is, upright. And what Spirit is doing is placing things the way Spirit is arranging everything is bringing about a fear. And it's a deep fear. And it has to do with your stability. It has to do with your health. It has to do with your core wounds. It has to do with something you're really trying to hold on to. I feel like, and then here we go, the Five of Wands is, but we got Five of Wands now, and the Five of Swords. This could have to do with a relationship for some of you. Okay, tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles, please, for the sign of Aquarius. Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is doing this because there needs to be a change. And there needs to be a change in the identity of what you identify with. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles for the sign. Just one card, please. Thank you. I feel like Spirit is bringing balance to a situation that was out of balance. You don't feel that way. This is tough. I understand, and I can see it from both perspectives. It's like a hesitancy to give away something you've worked really hard for. Something you feel belongs to you. And I think Spirit's teaching someone a really tough lesson, that it doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs to Source alone, and Source can do whatever he wants to do. It's about being charitable, even with things that you've worked really hard for. Even if you don't know what's going to happen to it. Well, it's really interesting because they brought this up. This may be a test from Spirit. This is a test possibly for a lot of you. And this is not the first time this has come up. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. I feel like you're really in your head and you're trying to stay calm, but it's really bothering you. It's really bothering you. And they want you to see it from your higher self's perspective. Because when you can't right now because you're too emotional, you're too in your head about it. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. But when you do, you're going to understand a lot more. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords, please, for the sign of Aquarius. This is really important. Why is the Eight of Swords here? One card, please. One card. Why is the Eight of Swords here? I think, can you give us a little bit more information about the Eight of Swords, please? One card, thank you. I feel like, yeah, it's something you don't want to do. It's looking at something from the past, okay, that may be triggering you and bringing up something from the past that could be triggering you and bring up a past wound in relation to giving and receiving. This is a deep wound. This is, this you feel very much in your body as well as in your brain. This is finally releasing some of that energy that you've held on to for a very long time. This is letting go. And I think that's the hard part. A lot of people are very passionate trying to hold on, but they're like resisting letting go. And they're really in their brain about it. Okay, tell me, like, spinning about it. Tell me more about the King of Swords, please. Give me one card for the King of Swords. It's like, but I did this and I did this. And is this right? Is this just? Tell me more about the King of Swords. Spirit is doing this for a reason. It's funny. I'm getting a couple messages from this. One is, I'm looking at this guy and he's writing everything down. He's, I did this, like I just said, I did this and I did this and I did this. But wait a minute, I'm keeping track of this. I'm keeping track of all the stuff that I've done. Is this just? I don't know. I don't think so. He's even got his finger up. I don't think so. And looking at the past, and they're talking a lot about the past and how like this is all happening so quickly for you. And it's bringing up this wound from the past, and it's bringing up all of this judgment. And I think it's like judgment of self, really. Although it feels like of others, it really is self. Okay. Tell me more about this Five of Swords, please, for Aquarius. The Five of Swords, this energy of Five of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. I'm going to move on to the Page of Pentacles really quick here so I can get this card out. Thank you. Ooh. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just trying to, like, organize this so I can see everything. And last but not least, Three of Pentacles, please. Can we have clarification on why the Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. Why is this not cooperative? Why are people not working together? Thank you. Okay. All right, now we can kind of really get a good view. Someone feels like they're being manipulated into this. Someone feels like someone is setting themselves up to win. Someone feels like they're being manipulated. I don't know who. Someone feels like they are planning for the future. They are fighting for their rights. They're demanding change. They're being very, almost like dominant about it. Now this could happen at work. I'm showing they're really standing up for their rights. It's like a side of this, someone's coming through with a side you've never seen before, or a very forceful side. And people are starting to understand their point of view, okay? And I feel like you weren't ready for this. I kind of feel like, hold on, let me just take a peek at this. I kind of feel like you feel exposed in a way. You feel like I don't understand why we can't work on things together. I don't understand why this is happening. It's like you want to hold on to something. Someone wants to hold on to something, and someone wants change. I see a lot. This is bringing up a lot of overthinking, of feeling. It's like, I don't understand why we can't work together. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. It's like I feel a little trapped. I feel a little overworked. And why can't we just work together on this? Okay, we can't leave it there. All right, so let's get one more, because we cannot leave it there. Why do you bring this up, Spirit? Okay. This may have to do with a Queen of Cups, which would be a water sign or maybe involved. Spirit may be asking you, okay? Spirit may be asking you to be a little bit more, and this was faded, although you get a little bit more into your feminine side. I think Spirit is calling for you to be a little bit more compassionate and understanding and nurturing at this time. This is what's trying to come out of you. And I feel like a lot of people are holding on to this old masculine archetype, this old way of thinking, and the feminine wants to emerge now. And A lot of people don't want to feel those feelings. They don't want to be in those feelings. They're resisting it. They're resisting feeling. They rather think and try to get out of it versus going deep into those feelings. Because it's too much. It's too much. Someone is overwhelmed. It's like overwhelming of emotion. It's like overwhelming to even think about or want to feel. Someone's trying to bury themselves in other things because they don't want this side of themselves to come out. And so Spirit is designing this all so that this part of you can be activated, because this part is the old, and this, it has to be balance. And this is nurturing, loving, intuitive, caring, compassionate side that needs to be shown now. That's no longer needed. And so many people, when they even think about this, become overwhelmed. And they don't even want to. I think this is what Spirit's talking about here. They're saying it's your choice, though. It's your choice whether or not you want to feel it. And there's some of you that won't. There's some of you that want to stay in this, it's almost like, I want to say dimension. Instead of following Spirit, it's your choice. What are you going to do? And they're saying that. Are you going to feel? Are you going to step out? Are you going to feel? Are you going to allow the passion to run through you? Are you going to choose what makes you happy inside? Or are you going to stay in the past? Because that's falling apart. And now it's time to chase your passion. Something's falling apart. All right, let's get some advice from Spirit. This was a Debbie Downer reading. But it's important. Somebody needs to know this. Somebody needs to know this. This is important for their growth. This may have happened and you may still be carrying it. This can happen. I don't know. Tell me a little bit more about this. What's the advice for Aquarius, please, from Spirit? What's the advice? Thank you. Advice from Spirit. And see, I don't know who this is. Okay, now this could be you, or this could be, you could be going through all this, or it could be your significant other, it could be your boss. I don't know who is involved here. Okay, thank you. Because for every person's story, it's going to be different. Very interesting. It's like the fear has to be released. It's a deep fear. It's deep. And it needs to be talked about. It needs to be felt. I think you're fearing that someone's going to come at you talk about your reservations, open up that conversation, initiate it. Actually, Spirit is asking you to initiate the conversation. Say, I don't feel comfortable. I don't know why. Someone's going to be a little bit more understanding than you think. Okay? Gabriel is coming to you and surrounding you, and is trying to bring this passionate side, interesting side, because like how the world's divided, into your life. Okay, he's trying to bring out this passionate side, because for so long I feel like it's not something you wanted to talk about. Didn't want to talk about, somebody didn't want to talk about feelings, didn't want to talk about emotions or passion. And also Uriel is coming through, and he's saying, please remember that no matter what you give away, you will always be blessed. You will always be blessed. Remember your stability. You feel right now like, how could this happen? And you feel like something's being ripped away from you, and it's terrible, and it's more than you can take. But Uriel is saying that abundance is all around you. Let's clear that now. Let's clear that mindset. Let's clear what's holding you back right now. And let's clear it for the entire bloodline as well. And I'm all around you. And there's abundance everywhere. Okay, now tell me anything else. Okay, they're saying that this may have to do with friends. Okay, what else for Aquarius, please? What else for Aquarius? Can you show us a little bit more about this? Okay, communication, yes. A little bit more, please, for Aquarius. And here's the passion. Oh, this is kind of interesting, because I feel like, okay, this is very similar to what someone's been in their ego. Okay, someone, I don't know who. I'm not going to say I know who. There could be a house involved. There seems to be, could be a fire sign involved as well. Or this is a very passionate, doesn't have to be a fire sign, although it's right here on the wands, but they're talking about, this is passion. And there may be friends, okay, and we have jealousy, and we have a timeline issue. Okay, so whatever this is, it's very, very passionate to you. Okay, and there's a timeline issue. There's something with the timeline. Somebody, like I said, the old and the new. Oh, I wish I had that card again, because it clearly showed. Here, no. I think it's this one. Nope. It clearly showed, are you going to stay in the old because that was a part of you? I mean, this could be you, or this could be the person you're dealing with, so I'm not calling anybody out here. Or are you going to step into the new timeline, where in this new timeline you're going to have wishes, and your wish is going to come true. You're going to have faith, you're going to have hope, you're going to have rest, and you're going to have relaxation. Okay, or are you going to believe in the false narrative? It's your choice. I think that you know, our ego will go to any lengths to protect ourselves. That's its job. And I think that it's really hard to deal with ego issues. You really need to call in spirit. And if it's someone that you're dealing with, you really need to call in spirit to protect yourself from, because people's egos, you know, people say edging God out. You know, people say that, but people's egos don't allow for an open heart, and don't allow for that timeline that, like, the old timeline is crumbling. This is not allowed anymore. Okay, we need to let it go. We need to communicate so they get their backs towards each other. And it's because ego is in the way. They need to communicate. They need to talk about what they want. They need to talk about plans, like what plans are in place. What do they really want down the road? What are their real wishes? So this is a message for someone. This is not going to be for everybody. There may be friends involved, okay? This may have to do with a vacation for someone. And Spirit is saying it's a rewiring, okay, of the brain. And it's soothing the ego into it's thanking the ego for protecting you, and it's soothing the ego with kindness and nurturing of, like, the great mother, and saying, we have it from here. Thank you so much. We have it from here. I have it from here. I am protected. I am guided. I am abundant. Okay, let's see who wants to come through for you. And I don't know if this is your story. This is someone you're dealing with. Okay. Let's see. Is there anyone that would like to come through for Aquarius today, please, for their greatest and highest good? Thank you. Is there anyone that would like to come through for Aquarius today, please, for their greatest and highest good? Thank you. Is there anyone that would like to come through for Aquarius today, please, for their greatest and highest good? Thank you. Is there anyone that would like to come through for Aquarius today, please, for their greatest and highest good? Thank you. I ask that all spirits please not interrupt the reading, because they've been doing that lately, that they only come in now. Because that makes the reading so much harder when I have a spirit talking in my ear while I'm trying to read for a great many people. Okay. All right. I have a deceased friend coming through for someone. Now, this could have been their story, okay? Okay, this could have happened to you. You could have been dealing with, oh, okay, wait, one second. They're telling me something. They were telling me this because I told them not to come in till now, because it's really hard for me to do a reading. It's really interesting. I mentioned that. And now they are telling me this friend could have been a fire sign. They've been trying to communicate with you. Okay, that's what they're telling me right now as I'm doing this. They're saying that if you've been dealing with someone with ego issues and jealousy, that there is going to be karma. Okay? If you are the one that is refusing to give in balance and in harmony, and you are the one that's coming from an ego place, there will be karma. They're saying that you are on the right path. Your energy is being cleansed and returned to you. This deceased friend saying, I'm at peace now. I wish I spent more time with you. Love yourself enough to say no. Cherish this moment. Love never dies. And listen to these messages. And someone new is going to enter your life. And this person is saying, please forgive me. Wow. I feel like oh my goodness, I really feel them now. I feel like for the majority of you, this happened to you, okay? And you're going to see the karma that will take place. You're going to see the karma. For some of you, this is happening and it's a part of what, well, actually, I think for a lot of you, a situation like this took place, and it's because Spirit removed it. Whether this was a job or this was money or this was something in your life, it's because it's no longer a part of your identity. It's time to open, and it's part of the shift. And it's part of your journey, and it's a part of your path. Okay? And everything's going to be returned to you. Just like Uriel says, everything's going to be cleansed and returned to you. You have nothing to fear. If a friend is asking you to do something that you don't want to do, you love yourself enough to say no. Or partner. Okay? All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on all the guides, the guardians, the angels, the Reiki masters. Please come be with us for the sign of Aquarius today. Please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please help cleanse and clear all programs of not having enough, of not having enough to give, of not having enough help or support. Help them to see that Spirit is around them at all times, helping and putting things into place for them in their life, whether they can feel it or not. Help them to open up to that side of themselves that is more nurturing, caring, loving. Clear the fear surrounding that it will be too much. Clear the programs of the past that have been weighing them down. Help them to feel lighter. Help them to see what needs to change on a deep and profound level, what is falling apart and what needs to go. Help them to communicate with grace, clearly. Help them to feel the abundance of the universe is always supporting them, along with Spirit every step of the way. Help them to be passionate about their connection, about their divinity, about their faith, that all will be returned to them. Help open the door to communication so that they feel supported by Spirit. Help them to release all jealousy projections. Help to place them on the right timeline for their greatest and highest good. Help to soothe their ego, or anybody that's they're dealing with their egos. Bring in peace and rest and relaxation and abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed this message. I thought it was really, really good. And I want to say thank you so much, and until next time.